on one hand, you may never feel ready to teach the truth. The mind says, no, I'm not ready yet, not yet, I'll just wait a bit more, I'm not ready yet. And you'll never feel ready. That is one movement of the mind. Not good enough. I'm not good enough yet. Don't know enough yet. What am I going to tell them? I don't know that much. Not knowing, you hardly need to know anything. There were some very great spiritual teachers who knew almost nothing on the level of knowledge. And even Jesus, each person in this room, I'm sure, is more highly educated than Jesus was. It's obvious there wasn't that much knowledge around at the time. And according to all accounts, wasn't even highly educated, even according to the standards of the time. You don't need more knowledge, that's for sure, to become a teacher. But the mind will say, I don't know enough yet. I need to know a bit more. To be effective as an instrument for transformation, this form becomes an instrument for the transformation of consciousness. To be effective, that does not depend on adding anything more to yourself in any realm or dimension. It is not an adding to who you are. Neither knowledge nor great firework spiritual experiences that come and go, but that you could remember and then add to that, or just life experience, even that don't need. It's not an adding, it's that the truth is already shining as the stillness that is underneath thought. The sun is already there. What can you add to that? Nothing. So it is not true that you need to acquire anything more to become an effective instrument of transformation. So one movement of the mind says, no, I just need to wait. There may be another movement of the mind that says, I really want to be a spiritual teacher. At the same time it says, but I'm not quite ready yet, or maybe I'm ready now. Again, the desire to be a spiritual teacher. There was one master who announced he already had followers and said, I've detected in myself a desire to be a spiritual teacher, so I'm dissolving our group, our gathering. This is it, go home. So it's a very subtle thing. On the one hand, you never feel ready. Not good enough. Wanting to be great and good. I want to become that. Nothing is needed. No further understanding is necessary to be effective. No further understanding. Course in Miracles goes so far as to say, there's nothing that you need to understand. And it says, your understanding is not a powerful contribution to the truth. So what is it then? It is simply the state of presence, and you don't need to understand more to be present. It's a letting go of even what you think you knew. And then the opening is there. Now, I've heard from some people who teach and they already become an instrument for transformation. But occasionally in their private lives, they get drawn back into rebirth. They are reborn into reactivity, they are reborn into a mental image, they are reborn into identification with their pain body, they are reborn into identification with mental noise and the heavy me. And then they think, oh, I must be a fraud because I'm obviously not living it. There I am, and then here I am. I'm not living it, I must be a fraud. And somebody that comes to your gathering may even catch you in a state of rebirth. And say, oh, I thought you were free of that. Shouldn't you be free of that? You can still be effective as a teacher even if your entire life is not yet an expression, 100% expression of absolute continuous presence. It's not a requirement. You would have to wait a long time. But what will happen is that the moments of rebirth will be shorter. There will not be a long, drawn-out rebirth, like hanging on to one reaction, to one belief structure or pattern, or one emotion. Hang on, and goes on and on. It will be short. You will find shorter and shorter rebirth. And again, not creating again, because the egoic thing is so subtle. It comes in. You've discovered. You've seen how it works there, and then it comes in from here. You've just looked at egoic mind structure there. Oh, I see it so clearly, and there it is. I read the other day this beautiful joke about there's a priest and a rabbi praying in the holy city of Jerusalem, and the rabbi is overcome by the presence of God, and he falls to his knees and shouts, "There's only God, I am nobody." And the priest suddenly is also overcome by the presence of God, and the priest also shouts, "Yes, there's nobody, I am nobody." And a few steps away, a street sweeper stops sweeping the street and looks at them, and the street sweeper also falls to his knees and shouts, "I am nobody." And the priest looks at the rabbi and says, "Look who thinks he's nobody." That's how cunning the ego is.